Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be doing a pregnancy update for you, and today I am talking about weeks 31 and 32. If you are new to my channel and you are not familiar with my pregnancy updates, I will go ahead and link my entire pregnancy update playlist for you. I have one from my first pregnancy and I have one from this current pregnancy, but let's go ahead and jump into this one. So we are finally rolling into the 30s. I said this in my last pregnancy update, but I feel like the weeks of the 20s just drag on so long and you're not quite far enough along to be actually doing anything. Like, you don't want to get the car seat out and set up the bassinet and stuff when you're in your 20s because you're gonna have to clean everything again before the baby comes. So you're not really far enough along to do anything, but also you're kind of just sitting and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. You kind of feel like you're doing nothing for basically all of the weeks of the 20s. So once you get into 30 weeks and above, it's like go time. You're getting close, you're getting excited. So I'm very, very happy to finally be in the 30s. So the baby is the size of a cantaloupe. I did have a doctor's appointment and they measured my stomach with a measuring tape, and it seems like baby is right on track. They listened to the heartbeat. The heartbeat sounds good. I still have not had an ultrasound since my 20-week anatomy scan. I don't know if that's normal or not. With my last pregnancy, she was breech, so I had a ton of ultrasounds. So I don't know, typically at this point with my last pregnancy, I'd had probably 2 or 3 ultrasounds since my anatomy scan last time around, so I have no idea like what is normal or not. But I still have not had another ultrasound yet, which kind of stinks because it's always fun to see the baby. They do think that she is still head up, so I might have 2 breech pregnancies in a row. We will see, because I know for sure I'm doing one more ultrasound before I actually have her, so I will keep you guys updated. We did talk about a birth plan a little bit, and hospital policy is unless you have a medical condition that would cause you to need a C-section sooner, the soonest you can possibly do a C-section is at 39 weeks. Since they typically don't like to induce you for a VBAC birth, either way, whether I go VBAC or I go C-section, I am definitely going to be pregnant until at least 39 weeks. That is the earliest. Unless my water breaks or something like that, I go into labor on my own. The earliest I can possibly have this baby is going to be 39 weeks. I am still kind of doing some research and trying to decide if I would rather do a VBAC or just a repeat C-section. So I'm not quite sure on that yet, but again, I have 7 more weeks to figure it out. So I will let you guys know. I will do a whole video in the future talking about my birth plan when we get there. As far as my cravings go, I am still craving fruit punch. Every single restaurant we go to, I have to get a fruit punch. And I've even gone so far as to send my husband to Chick-fil-A just to get me a fruit punch in the morning. I am that much craving fruit punch. I've been having it every single day. I've also been craving Taco Bell a lot. In my last pregnancy, I craved Cafe Rio all the time, and this pregnancy, I'm getting back into the Mexican food cravings. So I get the shredded chicken burrito with just the chicken and rice. I don't do cheese or sauce or anything like that. I'm lactose intolerant, so I can't have any of that kind of stuff. It's just chicken and rice, and I have been obsessed with that. Also, I've been really craving iced coffee, and my favorite is a small iced latte with coconut milk, and I get coconut, caramel, and hazelnut flavoring in it. It's super good, and I've been craving that all the time lately. I've been really into the sweet drinks, and I've also been really, really craving popsicles, like any kind of red or like cotton candy flavored popsicles, just something cold and sweet, like fruit punch or popsicles all the time. That's all I want. As far as symptoms go, I have a ton of nausea returning. I have actually had to start taking my nausea pills, and I haven't taken hardly any of them this pregnancy. I did a lot during the first trimester, but during the entire second trimester, I didn't really need any of my nausea medication. And now moving into the third trimester, I have actually been taking my medication again because my nausea has been so intense. I feel like at this point, when you're in your third trimester and you're already so big and miserable and ready to be done being pregnant, the nausea should just like not be allowed to return. Like, you should not do that to a pregnant person. It's not fair to also have nausea on top of everything else you're dealing with in the third trimester. It sucks, but my nausea is definitely back. I've been actually really struggling with it lately, so that kind of stinks. As of my last doctor's appointment weigh-in, I had gained 25 pounds during this pregnancy, which is about as much as I gained the entire time with my last pregnancy. So I've definitely been putting on a little bit more weight this time than last time. It's totally normal to gain more with each consecutive pregnancy, so it's normal, but I am definitely gaining more weight this time than last time. I have been experiencing so much fatigue. I have been so tired to the point that if I do not get an afternoon nap, the whole evening is just miserable, and I will put Ellie to bed at like 7 o'clock and go to bed immediately after because I have been so fatigued and so tired the last few weeks. I get really, really out of breath. I've noticed if I'm walking even from one room to another, I have to kind of sit down and like catch my breath for a minute. I tend to try to just go. And I definitely have been overworking myself a little bit. I've definitely noticed myself getting a lot more tired more quickly. This baby rocks my entire stomach like a seesaw. She's all over the place. She is so active. I'm definitely going to miss feeling the little baby kicks. She is so much higher than Ellie was though, like so much higher. She's right underneath my ribs, and I've actually, during this pregnancy, I have felt her little hands or her little feet or whatever she's got up behind my ribs. And that is the weirdest feeling in the world. You shouldn't feel your ribs. You shouldn't be aware of your ribs ever. It's a very, very weird feeling. It's super uncomfortable. So that's been something totally new that I've experienced this time that I did not experience last time, is feeling a baby in my ribs. That's very, very weird. So also during this span between 31 and 32 weeks, we did actually move house very, very last minute. So nothing like moving 8 months pregnant. That's been a lot, and I've been really trying to take it easy and not overwork myself, but there were a couple of days that I crashed so hard at the end of the day, just with like packing and then the unpacking and whatnot. So that's why the lighting and the background and everything is a little bit weird in this video, because I am trying to figure out a setup in the new house. But yes, we did move very last minute, very suddenly, so I'm a little bit behind on these pregnancy update videos and everything's a little bit out of whack for a while, but that was really, really hard while pregnant, and I do not recommend doing that because I had a ton of stuff baby proofed and like ready to go, and then we found out that we had to move, and I had to undo all of that and get into a new place and completely baby proof this house now, and it's just been kind of crazy. So I definitely don't recommend moving when you're pregnant. It hasn't been great. So that's been really, really tiring and really stressful for the last few weeks. So I'm glad that we are in and that's over with now, and we can finally settle and move on and get ready for baby. So that is it for this pregnancy update. I hope that you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. We're getting very, very close to the end here. I don't have very many more of these left to go. So be sure to go back and watch my previous updates and subscribe to see my future updates. And thank you guys so much for watching and following along with me, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.